I want to talk about the office siren trend and what I think it means for us socially and politically, and the lack of patience people are having for personal style. But first, I want to talk about its origins. So, when Tom Ford was at Gucci in the 90s, he helped usher in this American 90s philosophy of sleek modernity. And at the time, this was a direct response to coming out of the 80s, which was an age of excess and maximalism in the fashion industry. The 90s rebirth was meant to feel like a sharp, luxurious, daring change. This era was a step into the future, not just for fashion, but for personality and attitudes around lifestyle in general. It became more chic to be nonchalant and low key about displays of wealth, and this exclusionary attitude about high fashion was turned up a notch just as the style for the masses became way more casual. This attitude toward fashion birthed the idea of heroin chic, which we now know to have had dangerous effects on how models were expected to look, and subsequently the unhealthy lifestyles they were expected to adopt, while they were simultaneously becoming celebrities in their own right. So this had a monumental effect on how people in the early 2000s normalized harmful ways of treating their bodies with the aim to be skinny. And that explains Kate Moss's most famous line, "Nothing tastes as good as skinny feels." But bringing it back to the trend, the idea of sex appeal is built into the style of office siren, emphasizing the body type in order to acceptably achieve this look. I think it's become pretty evident that as a culture, ideas about skinny body types being fashionable are resurfacing, and diet culture is once again becoming socially acceptable. However, I think what's being less talked about is this idea of style fatigue that comes with leaning on our bodies to make or break a look. I understand that many people all over the world came into the year of 2024 exhausted from political letdown, still ongoing genocide, and economic struggle. So it's no surprise that people don't want to think about their relationship to clothing, and frankly aren't focused on looking inward in a creative way, because they're way more focused on looking inward in a moral way. But I do wonder if partly this fashion fatigue has come as a result of the messaging of finding one's personal style through culminating markers of culture an individual finds cool or interesting, and turning that into a visually digestible look rather than framing style as a relationship with one's sense of creativity. I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to find clothes you feel comfortable in and making it easy for yourself to get dressed, but I think you're bound to need a break from your own style and cling on to trends like this if you think style is just looking into a mirror and thinking to yourself, people know what I'm going for, therefore I look good.